And I am live. Good evening, happy weekend. I'm back again for my series. And today is day 15. Although I'm going to be talking about day 14, what we shared about day 14. For those that have been following me consistently, you would understand that I missed a day and I am playing catch up. One of these days, I will come out twice to touch the two topics. But before I go ahead, I am just going to share this series. Please share. If you come on now and you see me here and you believe that I've been giving you some things of value and you know someone that will benefit from it, kindly share the live. And even if you watch the replay, share it afterwards, okay? Because knowledge is shared. We rise by lifting each other up. If there is someone that you believe that will benefit from this series or whatever it is that I've been doing so far, do not hesitate to share the knowledge. I'm coming out here to share it as I'm going along, and I don't have a problem with that. I just want to reach out to more people because I know that many people are in this situation that I'm trying to describe. Okay. Right. So today is another beautiful Saturday. I hope your weekend was all right. I'm going to be talking about reflecting on how steady action built my confidence. I think it is important that I touch on this topic because it looks like as if, although I've added some experience and some personal truths to in each of the last weeks, but it feels like, I'm now going to personalize it for you so that it doesn't come across to you that I'm reading a book or I'm reading a textbook for you. No, these are all part of my experiences. Okay, so um, just to let acknowledge us that we are the halfway mark into the second week, and I'm hoping that you are getting the clarity that you require. So today we are going to address the biggest mental hurdle, which is impatience. All right, impatience is one of the things that many people struggle with, including myself, and that's just the honest truth. And the same vein is also going to be back to the topic, reflecting on how steady action builds my confidence because people are impatient to build steady actions. Okay. And I was like that, but I am better now. And I'm going to share with you my experience and I'm going to share my tips on how I went about that. Now, it is normal and it is absolutely normal to want that desire for speed because as a manager or as someone at senior level, or even if not senior level, you're working with people, you want quick results because of the deliverables that have been put in front of because there are big deliverables. But the thing is this, that is in the workplace. Anything leverage doesn't work that way. Anything that you're building doesn't work that way because it is exponential. What you're trying to build is an exponential thing. And because it's exponential, it starts slowly. Okay? It doesn't start and then becomes big. It starts slowly. I'm going to talk now about the power of compounding. All right. For those of you that are investors, if you are maybe investing in S&P 500 or particular company stocks, right? You know that you do not need to have a large sum of money to invest, okay? But what happens is this, you start small, but you start early, okay? That's the key because compounding is related to time. Like the compounding becomes more effective when you allow time to play its role in in helping that investment to grow. So small investments made early have massive compound returns later. There is this lady, I can't remember her name now. Her name is Nancy. I can't remember her surname. And I'm just going to use the financial investment perspective here. This lady invested, was it 50,000, $10,000 in 1980. 1980, that's 45 years ago. She invested $10,000. But because of the power of compounding and the power of time, that $10,000 today, she sold it for over 1.2 million pounds. If I'm right, I hope I'm right with my figures. Like, even if you put that money in a bank account for 45 years, it will not. It won't yield you that kind of growth. So that is the power of compounding. You need to give it time. And the same is true for my digital marketing online business. Yes. And with anything that is legal, and I will talk about it later. So the most valuable part of this journey is the simple act of showing up consistently when it feels like nobody is watching. It is same with the money that you are investing. You did the lady put the 10,000 doesn't mean that she just left 10,000 there. She may have been putting maybe $100 every month. For even if you didn't put any money, that's fine. But if you decide you don't have $10,000 as a bulk money to invest, for example, as long as you're putting in £100 every month, you do not skip a month. You would watch, you will see that money compound effectively. And that is exactly how it is when you're building a leveraged asset. The results are not instant. No, but what makes the whole world of difference is that consistency when nobody or when it looks like nobody is watching. That is what makes the whole world of difference. Okay? So now for me, the reason that you gain confidence is not because of you're getting so much money. No, it is money is just from the proof. It is just from the proof of concept. And what do I mean? It's just from the proof, from the evidence that you see around you. So because for every time that you show up for anything that you're doing, including my digital business, right? You prove to yourself. I prove to myself that I am reliable. I am disciplined and that my system works, even if it is small baby steps at a time. For those who have been watching me silently, at least I have not run away from here. Yes, there may be times I may take a pause because life happens, right? There may be time that you may not see me on live stream because life is busy. But even if you don't see me live, you will see either my post or you will see a reel going on my page. And I do that consistently. I don't know how much of an evidence that can be to like what else do you need as evidence that I'm here as a person of integrity and I'm genuine? Because I have been running my business for 2 years plus now, and I have been showing up every single day. Like I show up in one way or the other through my posts, through my videos, through my reels. You will see me somewhere, Sha. And I'm not even just showing up on this page alone. There are other platforms I'm showing up. So, but what this is doing is making me for every time that I show up, I get more confident, and hopefully, I'm proving to you that you're listening to me today that I am reliable. And even if I don't prove to you, at least to myself, that I can be relied upon, that I am disciplined, and that my system works. Because if it is not a system that works, I wouldn't be sitting down here at this point. And so will others who within our community that have started their business over 5, 9, 8 years ago. They keep showing up. Okay. So listen, when I started, when I reflected on where I started from, before now, I never used to be a social media person. I just had a blank Facebook page that I was just using to follow friends. And I was a doom scroller. Yeah, doom scroller. That's what I was doing. I just start scrolling. I don't make comments. I don't post. I don't engage. Right? But what this business has taught me is that because I've committed at least an hour every day to thinking about what I can show and share to you that will provide value, right? It has been consistent. Okay, there were times that I come on live and it feels like I'm rambling. There were times that my video was, in fact, I need to, if I go back and watch my first live stream, I'm sure I will cringe because it was not perfect. Am I at perfection? No. But am I where I am when I started? Absolutely not. I have grown in leaps and bounds, and that is because I committed to showing up and doing something, irrespective of how exhausted I am. Even as I'm sitting down right here today, I am exhausted, but I said I must show up. And this is still part of the consistency. This is still part of the discipline. This is because I am confident in the system that I am building for myself, or I'm leveraging on to build something for myself. Okay. And this is what I just wanted to share with you today, right? There are days I'm tired, but it's okay. I show up. Now, what I want to emphasize is that our system is designed to reward consistency over intensity. It is not a function of you spending 2 days seated on it, then you think no, it is about consistency. And I would like to believe that that is what happens in almost every legal backed up and every legal backed up model or system that has been put in place in whatever form, shape, or guise. Consistency is key. It is not about intensity, working on it from morning till night. No, it is little, that non negotiable time that I blocked out to spend on my business. Doing it regularly every day is what is rewarded. That is what is rewarded. And just like the example I gave for the financial investment, right, which is when you invest in stocks and shares, right? It doesn't it is consistency that will be rewarded. If you start early, start small, consistently, you will see the effect of compounding. Compounding is not just in money, it is also in learning, it is in knowledge, it is in skills. That is why you need to start irrespective, because our system is automated. A small, steady effort is all that is required for momentum to take over. So you just need to start. It doesn't matter how small, it doesn't matter how big. Start and be consistent. And over time, you see my keyword, start, be consistent, and over time, which means you need to be patient, because we are not in the business of come and give me 1,000 and I'll give you 7,000 tomorrow morning. No, we don't do that here. I would never be seen to patronize or be involved myself in such an activity, because how is it possible? Explain to me how you would get somebody will give you 1,000 today and then you give you 7,000 tomorrow. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so it's about starting small, staying consistent, working hard patiently, and you will yield that fruit that you're after. Okay, now the one final point is integrity check. Honestly, the easiest way to know somebody that is of integrity is the consistency, because consistency is the ultimate test of integrity. If you are not consistent, then there is something going on. So are you willing to show up for your own dream with the same integrity that you, or the same discipline that you show up for your employer? This is a question I'm going to leave with you to think about. Because you all have dreams, irrespective of the jobs that we're working. We have dreams. Many of us left our home country, and I'm directing this to my fellow immigrants. We left our home country for greener pastures. We left there with big dreams. We left there with big goals. We left there with aspirations. And I commend you for it. But then you get here and then you relax because in your mind, you've arrived. No, do not forget that dream. As much as I know that you need a job, 100%, you need a job, but it doesn't mean it should stop you from doing something for yourself. No, it shouldn't stop you from doing something for yourself. So if you are able to discipline yourself and show up for your employer, how much more that dream that made you uproot yourself from your home country to a foreign land to come and start afresh again? Why would you not show up with the same discipline for your goals and your dream? Why not? Okay? So, this is for you to reflect on, to be honest with you. It's something that I'd like you to take away and think about. Okay? So, tomorrow we will be talking about the 14th topic, which is I'm trying to remember it now. I can't remember the topic. Oh, it has to do with small steps or compound small steps. Yes, that's what tomorrow's topic will be. Okay, now just make sure that you like or follow. But before I leave, I want to ask you this one question. What one thing can you commit to doing for your digital assets tonight, for whatever asset it is you are building for yourself, for that dream, for that goal? What is that one thing you will do tonight, no matter how small or imperfect? It might be as simple as watching a training video. It might be as simple as writing a headline, writing down that goals. What is it? Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to know what it is that you're going to do differently. And listen, if you are ready to turn small action into compounding financial and time freedom, if you are ready for it, I just want to also remind you at this point that I am building my own business as a digital business owner. I am currently a business mentor. And if you wanted to explore what it is that I do as a digital business mentor and what we do as digital business owners, you can actually connect with me and I will show you what and how we do it. You just have to be willing to follow the step-by-step process that I'm going to outline. But as long as you follow the step-by-step process, you will gain the full clarity of what you need to know and what you need to understand to be allow you to make the decision on if this business model is for you or not. All right. So my website is there, www.lilianoluwakuide.com, and on my WhatsApp page, on my Facebook page, which is where you are watching me from today, I have my number. You can connect with me on WhatsApp. If you wanted to send me a DM, you can connect with me. If you wanted me to reach out to you, let me know, give me your number, and I'll give you a call so that I can, describe the steps to you. Because honestly, our dreams are worth it. It's making me, now that I'm chasing my own goals, I'm following my dreams. It hasn't taken me away from my job. No, it has not. If anything, it has even made me much more efficient because now I'm learning to focus. When I'm at my work, I'm focusing, I'm giving it my 100%. But the moment it's closing time, I stop. Then I focus on my own business. Because the same way I focused on my job is the same way I need to focus on my business because I want it to grow. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. My confidence has grown in leaps and bounds. I can tell you that because I have learned a lot of things along my journey in building my own assets for myself. Okay, and that is what is going to outlive me. My digital business is going to outlive me. It's not something that when I'm not there, it's not going to be there. No, it's something I'm going to pass down to my children and maybe my grandchildren if I want to, depending. So please, 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 and please follow me, like my page, and keep an eye out for tomorrow's session so that we can continue this conversation. Remember, the theme for November is clarity, and my goal is to help you to gain that clarity you need for yourself. Also, to let you know that you are worth more than just your costume. Your costume being your title as a father, as a mother, as a brother, as a sister, as an engineer, as a whatever your title is, they are all costumes. And my question back to you today is this: when you take off all of those costumes, what is left? Who is that person that is left behind that costume? And that is why I introduced this session. And I'm hoping that this is helping you to make that reflection that you need to have for yourself. And that will guide you towards taking action. Because if you have this innermost reflection, you will realize that there are things you need to do to be able to discover who you are. All right. So have a good Saturday till my next video, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, and bye for now.